Hello and welcome to part 7 of Soloing Outside of the Box with me, Fake Dr. Levin. Today we're going to work on soloing outside of the box by introducing a rule to our playing. This is a simple rule that will help us be more creative in lots of different ways. And that rule is that when we play the first note in our solo, we don't move on to any other notes besides that one note until we have played that note in as many different ways as possible and for as long as possible without it becoming super boring. And that's the rule, is you just play the note as long as you can in as many ways as you can while keeping it interesting before you move on to the next note. Here's a food analogy that might help you appreciate what this does for your playing. Here are 7 miniature English muffins. Each English muffin is flavored with a different berry. This one is blueberry, this one's cranberry, and then the rest are other berries. And if we went about eating these 7 English muffins, which conveniently represent each of the 7 notes in a major scale, if we went and ate them by taking a bite of each muffin, we would kind of lose the distinction between each muffin. We would take a bite and we'd be like, oh good, move on, oh good, oh good. And we just keep biting and we kind of wouldn't remember which muffin was which flavor, and they'd all just kind of blend together. Before you know it, you're out of muffins and you're full, and there really was no point in spending the extra $3 on muffins that are flavored with berries instead of just regular old English muffins. And that's kind of how it is with the notes in your scale. Each note has a really distinct flavor and adds an interesting context to whatever key you're in. And if you take your time with each note, then you will be sure to bring out the flavor of that note, just as if you were to eat one English muffin at a time and really savor it before you move on to the next. You'd appreciate this overpriced box of berry muffins. So I'm going to play I'll play one solo, and in that solo I'm going to play whatever my first note is for as long as possible. Then I'm going to add a note, and I'll slowly, gradually add notes until I'm finally playing like you'd normally play, all over the neck. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, one of the coolest things about this rule is that after you've used it for a while and exhausted the idea, you can break out of the rule and just play like you normally do, and suddenly your normal playing feels like such an incredible relief, and it sounds way more effective than normal because it's contextualized by this very simplistic, sparse kind of approach that you have at the beginning. So I recommend taking the rule and starting your solo with it like I did, and then breaking out of the rule for a climactic point, and then returning to the rule again. So I hope you enjoy this lesson and that this rule helps you with your playing and you have fun with it, and don't forget the muffins. I can't even taste the berries in this one.